Fellas, we're gonna go to Kenya, where a poor civilian was pow-pow by the police. The man looked like he did absolutely nothing to this officer. Is Kenya becoming as wild as the safaris that people pay to go see in its territories? We're gonna find out about that. Here's Kenya, fellas. Kenya, my Kenyan people. VP, ni sawa kule. My Kenyan people. I really, really love Kenyans. They're very interesting human beings. Kenya is a lovely place. You know, I've had some of the best time in Kenya. Yeah, nothing to say. Parties, no, not like I'm a party anymore. No, I'm not saying that. But when you go party, you go party. You see some people's mentality through their parties. It's amazing. I spent one of the New Year's Eve in Kenya. It was all white party, crazy, insane. Restaurants, chic, lovely place to stay. But things are happening in Kenya, okay? There was a video that went viral online. I'm not sure whether you saw it, whether there was two looking like police people or military, because sometimes in Africa police people dress up in camouflage looking like soldiers, so you don't know if they're part of the military or the police. Anyway, we're not 100% sure, but what we know is one of the police went straight to this guy. He put the gun on his head and he pow. So we can't show you the part, but you can see the videos online. The boy was pow right on his head, like short range, and he fell on the ground. And the man who's masked just walked away as if nothing happened. But if you look at the video carefully, look, you see there are two policemen. One of them just wanted to shove the guy, like, get out of here, go. The other one just came straight and pow, like pow-powing a sheep, like it's a goat, you know? No remote, it just walks away. It's crazy stuff. It's crazy stuff. And this happened when people came down the street to protest against the unaliving of another gentleman who was a blogger or vlogger. You know, he made a comment about a public servant. That blogger guy name is Albert Ojang. Earlier this month, he was arrested for allegedly defaming a deputy office chief, Eliud Lagat, on social media. So he made a comment about a public servant. Maybe, I don't know what he said, but then the guy was stopped, arrested. They took him from wherever he stayed, took him 400 kilometers away. Just imagine being stopped. They don't report you to the police, but people that stop you look like the police, and they take you 400 kilometers away to another place. What are the intentions? I mean, what are the intentions? If you arrest somebody with good intention, the first thing you do, you take them to the police. You report them in the police. They're not reported to the police in the city where they stay. You take them 220 miles away, put him in a police cell, and days later, they found him unalived because he made a comment about public servant. If you're a public servant and you don't want to be criticized, then you shouldn't be a public servant. That's why it's public servant. That's why. I mean, people criticize pastors, musicians, soccer player. What about you? You're supposed to be serving the same people. So people went to the streets very angry because after they found out that Mr. Ojang was taken to a cell where he was strangled, beaten, unalived, after the autopsy confirmed that, people went to the street very angry. Like, why? Why is this? Why? Now, this very event where people came to the street to actually say, stop unaliving us. A military dude or a police guy just takes his gun in front of cameras and just go pow. Like, how? And he just walks away like he just unalived the chicken. How? Why? It's crazy. Now, apparently he's been arrested. Congratulations to Kenya. Piga makofi. Yeah, piga makofi. Piga makofi means clap your hand in Swahili. Swahili is one of the most popular languages in Africa, if not the most spoken language. All these countries right here speak Swahili. They may sound different, you know, here and there, obviously different twang, but when they speak to each other, they understand one another. No doubt about it. So yeah, congratulations to Kenya for deciding to arrest this man. This is a criminal. He should not be in a police office. I think a policeman should be the most peaceful people possible, the most tolerant. You need to have a higher level of emotional intelligence to be a police. You can't unalive people. I mean, who's gonna stay alive? Like somebody's son is like a sheep. Like, so the Kenyan police officer has been arrested for pow-powing an unarmed civilian during recent protests on the capital Nairobi. And apparently this guy was just a vendor. So some of these guys that in Africa you find people that sell things in the street. It's unregulated market, but people sell because they need to make money. And they will sell cigarettes, they will sell chewing gums, they will sell stupid things like that, So clearly somebody trying to make a living. But the good thing is, after the incident, the Inspector General of the National Police Service ordered for the immediate arrest of the involved officer. They say the police officer has since been arrested.
He was shot by a rubber bullet which was close range, occasioning him some other injuries. Always we discourage going to such duties where we have got rioters with what you call live ammunition.
Congratulations, Kenya. We like that. They need to be brought to justice if you do wrong. If you take away somebody else's child. I believe this guy's still alive. He's in a hospital being treated. Very lucky man. Very lucky man if he's still alive up until now. And we're going to keep him in our prayers. We see no borders. No, not at all. Not in Africa. He's our brother. And the guy, look at the video. He doesn't look hostile. He's not trying to burn anything or break something. He's not even trying to fight the police. You just unalive him. Or I think he's not unalive, but you just pow him like that. What was the intention? Did you pow him so you can survive? No. If you wanted him to survive, you would have shot the leg, not the head. If you shot the head, it's because you wanted him out. So I hope this guy go through the judgment appropriately. And now we're moving to Lumumba. Fellas, Belgian prosecutors said that they are seeking to put on trial a 92-year-old man, a former diplomat, for his alleged role on the unaliving of Lumumba. How do you feel about this? Okay, the man's name is Etienne Davignon. He's accused of involvement in the unlawful detention and transfer of Lumumba and his humiliating, degrading treatment. So as you know, Lumumba is this man here. He was 35 years old when he became president of the Congo. He was a great man, and he's one of those African leaders that fought for the freedom of Africans. You know, very strong human being. Matter of fact, Congo was colonized by the Belgians. As you can see, Congo is a much bigger country than Belgium. Look at the map. Look at Congo. Look at the size of Belgium. Very little, but they controlled the entire country for many years, beating them up and torturing them and stuff. Now, on the day of the independence, the king of Belgium came to Congo and he made a speech. And in his speech, he said, "Oh, we're giving you freedom. Now you can be by yourself. Blah 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 blah." Now Lumumba said, "No, this is not the speech that need to be said. You can't be praising yourself for giving us independence. We got our independence by fighting."
Although the independence of the Congo is being proclaimed today, no Congolese will ever forget that independence was won in struggle. It was filled with tears, fire, and blood. We have experienced forced labor in exchange for pay that did not allow us to satisfy our hunger. Morning, noon, and night, we were subjected to insults and blows because we were Negroes.
So he wrote the speech right there, and he said, we got our independence by fighting, by blood, by tears, by being beaten up and tortured. We will forever be grateful to ourselves. There's no need for us to say thank you to you. We are strong people. That's how he spoke. And he was speaking. Look at the king of the Belgian, how he's looking. He's looking at the president. He was like, what's happening? Like, this was supposed to be like a handover. Like, okay, thank me for colonizing you and giving you freedom. It wasn't supposed to be you lecturing me on how you were beaten up and how you got your freedom. So after that, clearly, when you do that to the colonizer, they don't want you. They felt like Lumumba was just too strong. So they did everything they could to take him out. And unfortunately, some of the Congolese people, they turned on him. They forgot all the good that he was trying to do. Some of the Congolese worked for the Belgians. Yeah, that's what it is. The way they get you through your people. You must be very careful, my brother. Be very careful. Brotherhood is proven. It's not natural. It is not. Let nobody lie to you. You could have people you grew up with that are your worst enemies. Your worst... yeah. So Lumumba was running away, and the Belgians were chasing after him, using Congolese people, mixed with some Belgian leaders. They eventually found him, arrested him, they took him, and they unalived him, chopped him into small pieces, put him in acid to dissolve or to dilute his body so he can be water and So amongst those people, there was this man named Etienne Davignon, who is accused of involvement. Lumumba's children filed a case in Belgium in 2011. They filed a case demanding justice for their father. And he was unalived at age 35. Imagine, look at this guy here. He's 35 years old. That's when he was chief boss of the country. Lumumba, 35 years old. And today, look at 35 years old. They look stupid. They're on TikTok dancing. 35 years old. Crazy. It's crazy. I just feel like people from the past were much smarter than people nowadays. People are just dumb. All they know, they will come and Google something on YouTube, on Google and come correct you. No, Israel, America's embassy is not in Tel Aviv. He doesn't even know where Tel Aviv is in the map. Anyway, Lavignon is the sole survivor among 10 Belgians accused of complicity in Lumumba's murder, and he's 92 years old. Now the question is, 92 years old, should he be taken on trial? At 92 years old is the end of his life. I mean, leave the man live, allow him to live alone and pass. Or justice has to be served. I want to know from you. The guy was a trainee diplomat at the time of assassination and served as a vice chairman of the European Commission in 1980s. So he was a big man, big boy at the time. A magistrate will decide if he should be put on trial with a hearing set in January 2026. This is for January 2026. Right now, they're deciding whether they should put him on trial or not. Now, Lumumba's daughter Juliana welcomed the idea and the development, telling Belgian broadcaster RTBF, she said, "We are moving to the right direction. What we're seeking is first and foremost the truth." Now, should she forgive that man that took away her father, or should she push so that the man get punished, whether he's 92 years old or not? Let me know how you feel about this. It was a great pleasure. In Kenya, sad news, a man was pow-powed in the head, but good news, he's been arrested. I think the Kenyan people need to be respected, and we're very glad to see that the Kenyan authorities are doing the most so Kenya can come back to the brilliant, beautiful country that we know it to be. The Belgian prosecutors will decide on whether the 92-year-old man was involved in the unaliving of Lumumba, Patrice Lumumba, whether he should stand trial or not. What do you think about that? Let me know how you feel about this. It was a great pleasure. Your comments are very necessary. And again, fellas, YouTube say a lot of you guys watch videos but you're not subscribed. Why are you not subscribed? We want you here. Please do subscribe before you leave. God bless.